NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Tour Championship. Atlanta, Georgia and Eastlake Golf Club, so respected by everyone who has ever stepped foot on it. Today we're here for the Tour Championship, the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. This is Rich Lerner along with Frank Novelo to make the call out here today. Time to jump straight into the action out on the course. The first of two par fives that have been shortened to play as par fours for the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola. This 520-yard hole will play much shorter than the yardage as the drive generally pitches forward on the downslope of that fairway. The second shot will be a middle to long iron from a downhill lie, and that's the key. That's what makes it difficult to get to some of the tighter hole locations. That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
All right, Frank, as we look at this approach shot here at the fifth at East Lake, give our player a sense of what's the right angle of attack.
Well, this is normally a par 5 for the amateurs, so it's normally set for a pitch shot. Consequently, as a long par 4, you can allow that ball to release and just use the general contours of this green that send the ball to the left.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Another one inside of 5 feet. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Setting himself up for a good weekend, the wily golf instructor makes his birdie. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale. The Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the 6th hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read, and missed out on that second part. So a tester from 4 feet. No damage done, made the par. On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship. Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Settles in over the putt. Not going to win it with pars, are you?
That's for sure. Just feel too good, too talented, and making too many birdies.
Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the whole location.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. Second shot coming out of the rough here. East Lake Golf Club was named the permanent home of the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola back in 2005. It is the final event of the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedEx Cup, with only the top 30 players on the points list qualifying each year. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Oh, what an incredible shot. This par 4 is a dogleg left with bunkers and trees on that left side of the fairway, so that should deter players from cutting the corner. Although often thought of as a birdie hole, this 8th has a relatively small, firm green surrounded by a deep bunker in front, thick rough on all sides. Birdies might not be as plentiful as people think. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Rich, these winds haven't subsided at all today. It's certainly a tough test out there right now for these players.
They get your attention, don't they, as a player?
They have club selection right now, vital.
You put the ball back in your stance just a little bit?
If you're going to hit it down.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
The impressive goes to 3 under with that birdie for the tournament. So, 1 round in the books and a lot to chew on here.
There is. This is going to be a tough championship to pull away. The standard of golf, especially that first page of the leaderboard. Excellent golf.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Tour Championship. This 209-yard par 3 is really an intimidator, especially with a prevailing wind pushing the ball toward the water right of the green. The only bailout is a bunker on the left, which provides another terrifying shot, let's face it. The most challenging hole location is front right, but back left behind that bunker, also very tough. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
So, Frank, just from the fringe, what's the best way to hit this shot?
The best players would chip. This is going to be risky, though. I don't know if he's got the skill. Not a problem there, Rich.
Getting set now over the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. And he makes it for a bogey here. All right, Frank, we've made it through the sixth, unscathed. Here we are at the seventh hole, East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta for the Tour Championship. And it's a slight dogleg left, 434 yards.
It's the first hole that actually bends to the left, so you would think he's gone for a little extra.
Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. That's a birdie, and that's a good position from which to make a weekend move comfortably inside the cut line, still with plenty of time left in this tournament. Hole number 8, now another dogleg left set up here, 405 yards, par 4. They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Good birdie right there, moving to 3rd place on the leaderboard. Finishing out the front 9 here at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia. Tour Championship with the FedEx Cup on the line, all that pressure. And finally, we get to the first par 5 of the day. It is a 600 yards on the button.
Doesn't quite play that long, and the reason why is that downslope on the tee shot. If you get a nice draw off the tee, that ball can bound down there, and you can certainly reach this hole even though it's 600 yards. That's if you had a good tee shot. You stray a little, then you worry about the lake with the layup. Do you lay up short, or do you even try and risk carrying it?
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder. Remember, out of the rough, expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Oh yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader, and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live 3rd round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. The first of two par fives that have been shortened to play as par fours for the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola. This 520-yard hole will play much shorter than the yardage as the drive generally pitches forward on the downslope of that fairway. The second shot will be a middle to long iron from a downhill lie, and that's the key. That's what makes it difficult to get to some of the tighter hole locations.
That's a ginormous tee shot.
Now getting set for the approach here at the fifth hole at East Lake. Frank, what's the right way to go?
Well, if you've got a long club in hand, you can sort of bounce the ball and let the ball sort of turn to the left. Everything slopes from that back right corner to that middle left portion of the green. Oh, this is right at it.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Looks primed right now.
Anything other than backing up. Very aggressive. That birdie, now in second.
This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the sixth hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
He has this attempt for par. Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
On to the seventh hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. Bogey here yesterday. Chance to better that today.
That's a cruel game.
Good, solid par right there. Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 eighth hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the whole location.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Good contact, good result. What's so good about the way they've structured the FedEx Cup points is that if you're in the top 5 going to that final day, you control your destiny. You win the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola. You win it all. You win the $10 million FedEx Cup bonus. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Settles in over the putt. Has it. Good putt right there. We mentioned at the start of this Tour Championship, East Lake is a par 70, so just 2 par 5s, and here is the first on the golf course. It's the 9th, 600 yards. There's some water in play. Still, though, a good chance for birdie. Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways. Just blasted that tee ball, Frank. And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's at sneaky distance.
That eagle, Frank, now only 2 shots back.
All of a sudden put the name back into the mix just when we thought it might be too late.
Good third round, Frank, and a good spot heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of this field, know that your game is good enough too, and a legitimate chance of taking home the trophy come tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to, this moment right now.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. This is the final stop on the long train ride of a PGA Tour season, and there is so much at stake here in the FedEx Cup playoffs and the final round of the Tour Championship. We're getting set to crown the next FedEx Cup champion. That player will walk away with a $10 million bonus.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, pleased to be here in Atlanta, Georgia, calling the action once again for EA Sports. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars, the 15th. It is only 525 yards, and if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. Just pulverize that golf ball. Frank, in the end, it is a game of precision. We know that.
No,
but
it's not, Rich.
It's not.
You tell me, after a shot like that, he's not pumping his chest out. That's what people want to do. They want to hit it like that.
Precision. I love to see guys just bomb it.
Come on, everybody wants to hit it that far.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see 2 par 5s back-to-back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
Pretty good effort right there. Getting set now over the putt.
It's amazing. It doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt. Even par currently.
Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Players now arriving at the 16th hole, 481-yard par 4, and Frank, the pressure is really starting to mount here in the final round of the Tour Championship.
Oh, you can smell that $10 million right now. You can also see that fairway shrinking. Notice the look of those 4 bunkers down the left. The fairway gets narrower and narrower the further you go down. You can try and fly past them, but this is going to be another one where the tee shot's downhill and the second shot.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday and trying for another one today. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a little tap in here. Good putt. Down to the wire here at the Tour Championship at East Lake Golf Club. Now set to play the par 4 17th at 455 yards.
getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it. Rich, that was some shot out of the rough. I really didn't think he could even get that on the green.
Well, just to get it on the green, as you say, I think is a big win. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Wow, I thought he made that.
Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
And getting ready for the putt. Has his par. Frank, here we are, the final hole of the final round of the final event of the FedEx Cup season.
Yeah, this is it. They give you a little bit of a reprieve. You wouldn't think you could do too much damage on this. But if you have to make 3 to win, and that's to win everything, there's much easier holes to play than this.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. He needs this for par. That's costly right there.
Painful, really. This is that awkward length.
Well, you can't afford to give away strokes coming down the stretch. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.